So recently I made a review on Progressive's Veggie Green Supplement. Very popular requested video, but today I'm gonna be following that video up with a review of Progressive's Phytoberry. So it's a very similar product with some important differences to it. Is it worth your money? Let's find out. How's everyone doing today? It's John Mango here from Beyond the Iron. I'm looking to take your fitness and nutrition further so you may change your life forever. Remember, you may change your life. That all depends on whether or not you decide to take our advice, run with it, or you just sit around, don't do anything with it. That being said, if you're new to the channel, I like to do a lot of workout videos, tips, tricks, strategies, meal plan videos, and supplement review videos just like this one. So if you're interested in that, you think it'll help you out, consider subscribing. Alright, so I'm not going to be going into serious depth about a supplement review, like supplement segment videos that I like to do, but if you want to check out more of those types of videos, go ahead and click here and you can see a bunch of other videos that I do going really into depth into supplements. Now, the reason I'm not doing one for this specific supplement is because, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's going to be very similar to that Veggie Green supplement video that I made. Now, if you want to check that one out specifically, you can also click right here, right now. But this one is one that's just a little bit less popular. I'm sure Veggie Greens, you've heard of it, and you know, whether it's that one or another greens supplement, they're all basically the same thing. I believe that Veggie Greens was the one to start the trend. I go over that video whether or not it's really for you, whether or not you should spend your money, and who should spend their money on it, why or why not. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing with this one today. At the end of the day, it's a very similar concept. It's simply powdered. As you can see, this one's red because fruits are red primarily, apparently, and veggies are green primarily. At least that's the picture we think of in our head when we think of veggies and fruits. So maybe that's why they decided to create it this way. That being said, there's gonna be some key differences between the Veggie Greens and the Phytoberry that I'm gonna go into. I'm also gonna tell you whether or not it's worth your money, because for some reason people overlook fruits over veggies. When we think of a healthy diet, we always picture, again, it's all in the pictures in our head, boom, veggies, greens, you know, spinach, kale, Popeye, whatever, right? Well, you know, you can't overlook the fruits. The fruits are actually amazing, and it's one of my favorite parts of it's actually one of my favorite things to include in my diet for several reasons that I'll go into later on in this video. So just to briefly, go over things again. What is this? It's essentially a supplement powder where they've dried up an endless list. If you can see this list here, it's a pretty extensive list of fruits, and they basically dried them up, put them through a microfiltration process, whatever you want to call it, and you come out with a powder similar to whey protein, similar to Veggie Greens, and anything of that sort. So that's all it is. You just drink it with water, and it's super convenient in this way. The only difference from Veggie Greens is the fact that, well, actually, it's a pretty big difference now that I think about it, but the taste is going to be dramatically different. I'm sure most of us will also agree that fruits usually taste better than veggies. As they say, fruits are nature's candy. That is definitely the case when it comes to this supplement in comparison to a greens supplement. So that's one difference. Another difference is you're gonna get different types of phytonutrients from fruits than you would from veggies, okay? So this one is primarily with antioxidants. If we look here, it's gonna say per serving, you're getting about 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruit with just 1 scoop of this. There's approximately 30 in the tub. So it essentially contains some extra essential fatty acids and essential oils in it, as well as special phytonutrients exclusive to fruits. So that's definitely a big component to this. It's gonna have antioxidants, but the Veggie Greens, they emphasized more so on the antioxidant side of things. So, you know, the thing is the point of these two supplements, hence why it's made by the same company, is because they expect and want you to use them in conjunction. So you should be taking the Veggie Greens and you should be taking the fruits, because hopefully we all know by now there's a certain recommendation for how many fruits you should have in a day and how many veggies you should have in a day, meaning you should have both. Now, price is gonna be roughly the exact, last time I checked when I purchased this, which was quite a while ago actually, I'd say over a year ago, it's gonna be roughly the same as the Veggie Greens. And I'm gonna touch on whether or not it's worth it right now. So it's not gonna be a crazy long video. Luckily, I'm sure you don't want to, well, there's not much I could talk about on this supplement alone, but you know, just going over some basic things here. Fruits are essential, and like I said before, I love including them in my diet. Why? Because the thing with fruits is this. when you consume a fruit, let's say a pear, apple, kiwi, whatever the case is, kiwis for the win by the way, or mangoes even, best fruit ever. When you consume those, the reason I like to implement them in my diet, especially when trying to lose fat and cut, is because typically when you would reach for a sort of snack like, I don't know, chewy bars if you're me, or any sort of snack usually has a decent amount of calories in them and they could add up pretty quick. When it comes to fruits, I found myself swapping fruits in every day in order to make dieting that much easier, because fruits still have relatively low calories when in proportion to their volume. So that being said, you include something like strawberries or any other kind of fruits, plums, peaches. These things are really gonna lower your overall calorie intake, but they're gonna keep you full because again, they're packed with phytonutrients and micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and they've got fiber in them as well. So, it's a very good bang for your buck type of food, and definitely something that you should consider implementing if you don't implement enough of them already. So that's a huge tip for weight loss, fat loss. But the problem I see with taking a supplement like this is, remember, supplements are meant to supplement your diet. So you shouldn't rely on something like this only for your fruits. Now, of course, if it's an emergency, I don't think anybody's gonna go to the hospital for not eating fruits, but you know what I'm saying. If there's been a day where you just didn't have the chance to get in all the fruits that you're trying to get in, then in that case, something like this would definitely come in handy. Even throughout a regular day, if you're getting, a few servings of fruits and then you want to top it off with this, again, it's another great option. This is definitely not something that's gonna replace your fruit consumption. So don't look at this as a way, same thing with the green, you don't want to look at this as a way out of eating those foods, okay? If I know a lot of people don't like eating veggies, guess what? Eat them anyways. Find the ones that you like. Same thing with fruits. Find the fruits that you like and just eat them, all right? Because something like this, first of all, you're not gonna get the same volume in your stomach. Obviously, if you're drinking 6 to 8 servings in something this big, it's not gonna fill you up the same. This isn't gonna make dieting easier. Only the true fruits have that ability. So when it comes to price point, looking at roughly somewhere around 40 Canadian dollars for 30 servings. You take a serving a day, you've got a month's supply. 40 bucks a month for something like this, in my opinion, could be put to better things. However, if you want something that's just a backup, for example, I've had this for over a year, like I said, still about half full, okay? If you want something for a backup, then it's not a bad idea, but definitely don't think that this is gonna take over your fruit consumption. Now, when it comes to taste, okay, here's the thing. I used to have the veggie greens and this one. I started only taking this one because the taste isn't just bearable, it's actually really, really good. It tastes like fruit punch essentially, and when you think about the benefits that come with this over a regular fruit punch drink, you can't go wrong with the taste here. So definitely try to figure out, like, the veggie greens could be a waste of money. If you're like me, you hated the taste, it's not gonna last, fine. This one, you'll have no problem with the taste, I can guarantee you that. On that front, you really gotta weigh out the pros and cons, right? Is it really worth spending the amount of money for this on a monthly basis? Definitely not. Not something I recommend. If you're getting 6 servings of fruits a day and then you take this on top, sure, you'll probably be covered for your micronutrients for sure, but it's just unnecessary and it's even more of a waste of money at that point, okay? Just try to get your fruits in as much as you can. Use this on the very rare occasion that you're not able to get those in. And in that case, I think it'd be worth the $40 price tag, being that you use it over a course of 3 or 4 months, okay? So that's the case, and again, only if you struggle with getting fruits in and you find that it's something that you're really lacking on, this could definitely help give you that extra boost of fruits in there that you could need. Overall, keep in mind that money on a monthly basis, if absolutely you have to or want to spend them on supplements, always stick with the fundamentals before moving into, other stuff like this. So pre-workout, creatine, and protein, it's very hard to justify any other supplements outside of those 3, as those are the ones that are proven to work. So, something like this is just really for those that are desperate to get the fruits in, and maybe even somebody who struggles to get enough water in throughout the day. You want to sip on something like this instead. You get the benefit, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's pretty much it. That's my take on the Phytoberry. A good supplement for a very selective few. For 95% of the population out there, I definitely don't see how you can justify spending your money on this, and especially not on a monthly basis. That being said, I hope that you found this review helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed the content on my channel. If you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and do so now, and let me know what you think. Post on some videos, some comments, let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll go ahead and work on that for you. Again, this is John Mango, Beyond the Iron. We're looking to take your fitness, nutrition further so you may change your life forever. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the support. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.